Hey, Basic Family, we hit 40,000 subscribers.
Wow.
That's incredible. Thank you so much for your support.
Yeah.
Let's keep this energy going and shoot for 100,000.
Definitely.
I know we can do it.
Ah.
All right, let's dive into today's topic. You want to know how to maximize your Pi network mining rate,
Right.
especially with this new on-chain lockup feature.
Uh-huh.
I've got some fascinating sources here.
Oh, yeah.
And let me tell you,
Okay.
there's a lot to unpack.
What's really interesting is that even if you've already migrated to the mainnet,
Oh, wow.
this new feature allows you to boost your mining rate by locking up your Pi directly on the blockchain.
Interesting.
It's a game changer for sure.
Okay, let's break this down. Two key things we'll cover today.
Okay.
How to move any pre-migration locked Pi to your available balance,
Right.
which is essential for those who have already migrated,
Uh-huh.
and how to lock up your Pi on-chain to take advantage of that mining boost.
It's important to remember that these on-chain lockups are completely separate from any lockups you might have configured before migrating to the mainnet.
I see.
So even if you've already migrated and have Pi locked up from the pre-migration period,
Okay.
you can still participate in this new feature.
All right, let's start with the basics.
Yeah.
Can you explain what these new on-chain lockups are all about?
Sure. It's pretty straightforward.
Okay.
Pi network users can now voluntarily lock up a portion of their Pi holdings for a set period of time. The longer the lockup period, the higher the boost to your mining rate.
So it's like a trade-off.
Yes.
You're committing your Pi for a while,
Right.
but in return, you get to mine Pi at a faster rate.
Exactly.
Now, what's the reasoning behind this feature?
Well, why introduce on-chain lockups? There are a few key reasons.
Okay,
First, it encourages long-term engagement within the Pi network.
makes sense.
When users lock up their Pi,
Yeah.
it signals a commitment to the project,
Yeah.
which contributes to the overall stability of the ecosystem.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It shows belief in the future of Pi.
Exactly. Second, these on-chain lockups contribute to a more decentralized Pi network
Oh, interesting.
by giving users the ability to lock up their Pi directly on the blockchain.
Yeah.
Pi network is moving towards a more community-driven approach.
I see.
It puts more control in the hands of the users.
I see. So it aligns with Pi Network's vision of becoming a truly decentralized peer-to-peer digital currency.
Precisely.
Okay.
Now, another interesting point is that this lockup feature has implications for the circulating supply of Pi.
How so?
Well, when Pi is locked up,
Uh-huh.
it's effectively removed from the circulating supply.
All right.
This reduction in circulating supply can potentially impact the value of Pi, especially as demand continues to grow with the expanding Pi network user base.
So it's like a classic supply and demand dynamic.
Exactly.
Less supply plus more demand could lead to an increase in value. That's certainly something to consider,
Yeah,
especially for those looking at the long-term potential of Pi.
absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Now, before we jump into the step-by-step guides,
Yeah.
I want to briefly address the difference between these new on-chain lockups and the pre-migration lockups some of you might have configured.
Good point.
Yeah.
Some folks might be wondering how those pre-migration lockups fit into all of this.
Here's the key takeaway.
Okay.
If you haven't migrated yet,
Right.
your pre-migration lockup configurations are still valid.
Oh, good.
When you do migrate,
Uh-huh.
those configurations will be applied,
Okay.
and you'll receive any bonus Pi you earned based on those lockups.
That's reassuring.
Yeah,
So no need to worry.
right.
Your pre-migration lockups are safe and sound.
Exactly.
But this new on-chain lockup feature is something you can take advantage of once you've migrated.
Exactly.
Okay.
Now, for those of you who have already migrated to the mainnet and have Pi locked up from the pre-migration period, you might want to move that Pi to your available balance so you can use it for these new on-chain lockups.
Okay, let's walk them through that process.
Sure.
I know some of our listeners are visual learners, so having a step-by-step guide can be super helpful.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So, for our migrated pioneers who want to move their pre-migration locked Pi to their available balance,
Right.
here's what you do.
Let's call this segment 1. Moving pre-migration locked Pi to your available balance.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
All right.
Step 1. Open your Pi network browser.
Oh,
You know, the one you use for mining.
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Step 2. Click on Wallet.
All right.
It should be right there in the main menu.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Got it.
Step 3. Now you'll need to log in using your passphrase or your biometric authentication,
Uh-huh.
whichever you have set up for security.
Right.
Okay.
Got it.
Step 4. Check the lockup icon for any notifications.
Okay.
If some of your pre-migration log pi is movable, you'll see a notification there.
Makes sense.
Okay,
Yeah.
step 5. Click on the lockup icon.
Right.
This will take you to the lockups section of your wallet.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see 2 tabs, movable lockups and active lockups.
Got it.
All right.
Okay.
Step 6. Click on the movable lockups tab.
All right.
This is where you'll find any pi that is eligible to be moved to your available balance.
Makes sense.
Okay.
All right.
Step 7. You should see a move button.
Okay.
Click on that,
Uh-huh.
and you'll be presented with a couple of options.
Got it.
Okay.
All right.
Step 8. Choose the option to move the pi to your available balance.
Okay.
This is important because you need the pi in your available balance to take advantage of the new on-chain lockups.
Right.
All right.
Got it.
And step 9, confirm the transaction.
Okay.
The Pi network will handle the transfer,
Uh-huh.
and you should see the pi added to your available balance shortly.
That's it. 9 simple steps.
Nice.
And now you have access to that pi, which you can then use for the new on-chain lockups.
Awesome.
Yeah.
For those that needed that refresher,
Yeah,
that's how it's done.
definitely.
Now let's move on to the main event. How to actually lock up your pi using this new on-chain feature to boost your mining rate.
All right. Are you ready for segment 2? Locking up your pi on-chain for a mining boost.
I am.
No.
Let's get to it.
Okay. Step 1. Open your Pi network browser
Right.
and navigate to the wallet.
Okay.
Step 2. Click on the lockups option.
Got it.
This will take you to the lockups section,
Uh-huh.
where you'll see various details about your current lockups and the option to create a new one.
Okay.
Step 3. Select Create New Lockup.
All right.
This is where you'll set up the parameters for your new on-chain lockup.
Okay. Makes sense.
Step 4. Choose the amount of pi you want to lock up.
All right.
Remember, you can only lock up pi that's in your available balance.
Right.
You can adjust the amount using the slider or by manually entering the desired amount.
Got it.
Step 5. Select the lockup duration.
Okay.
This is where it gets interesting.
Oh.
You have a range of options,
Okay.
from as short as 2 weeks
Wow.
to as long as 3 years.
Hmm.
The longer the duration,
Uh,
the higher the boost to your mining rate.
so it's that trade-off again.
Exactly.
Okay.
Step 6. Carefully consider the duration before confirming.
Right.
Remember,
Yeah.
once you lock up your pi,
Mm-hmm.
you cannot access it until the lockup period ends.
Got it.
Step 7. Review all the details,
Okay.
making sure the amount and duration are correct.
All right.
Step 8. If everything looks good,
Yeah.
go ahead and confirm the lockup.
Okay.
The Pi network will process the lockup, and your mining boost will take effect in the next mining session.
Awesome. And that's it.
And that's it.
Wow. That was really easy,
It really is.
especially when you break it down like that.
Yeah, and I think it's important to note that the choice of lockup duration is a personal one.
Oh, okay.
There's no right or wrong answer. It all depends on your individual goals,
Uh-huh.
your belief in the long-term potential of the Pi network,
Okay.
and your comfort level with committing your Pi for a certain period.
So what are some factors to consider when choosing a lockup duration?
Well, if you value flexibility and want the option to access your Pi sooner rather than later, a shorter lockup duration might be more suitable.
Makes sense.
You'll still get a mining boost,
Yeah.
but it will be smaller compared to longer durations.
Right.
On the other hand, if you're in it for the long haul and believe in the future of Pi,
Hmm.
a longer lockup duration, like
yeah.
1 to 3 years,
Yeah.
could be a strategic move.
Interesting.
That's right.
Okay.
By locking up your Pi for a longer period,
Yeah.
you're not only maximizing your mining boost,
Uh-huh.
but you're also signaling to the network
Right.
and potentially the market
Yeah.
your confidence in the Pi network.
Oh, I see.
This can be a powerful statement,
Right.
especially as Pi progresses toward open network.
That's a great point. Locking up Pi for a longer duration might be interpreted as a vote of confidence in the project,
Exactly.
which could potentially influence its value over time.
Exactly.
Right.
And remember,
Yeah.
these on-chain lockups play a role in the overall tokenomics of the Pi network.
Tokenomics.
Yeah.
You're going to have to explain that one for me.
Sure.
I'm not sure all of our listeners are familiar with that term.
Tokenomics refers to the economic model of a cryptocurrency.
Okay.
It includes things like the total supply of tokens,
Ah.
the distribution of tokens,
Ah.
and the mechanisms that influence the value of the token.
So how do these on-chain lockups fit into the tokenomics of Pi network?
Well, as we discussed earlier,
Yeah.
when Pi is locked up,
Right.
it's taken out of circulation,
Uh-huh.
effectively reducing the supply of Pi available in the market.
And reduced supply coupled with growing demand as the Pi network expands, could potentially lead to an increase in the price of Pi.
Exactly.
Wow, this has all been so insightful.
I'm glad you think so.
Thank you so much.
Of course.
Before we move on to the last part of this deep dive,
Okay.
where we'll explore more about the potential impact of lockups on Pi network,
Right.
I just want to express my gratitude to all of you,
Yeah, definitely.
our amazing basic family.
Absolutely.
You are the reason we do what we do.
Could not agree more.
We're so close to reaching that 100,000 subscriber milestone.
Yeah,
And with your help, we can get there.
definitely.
So please, if you're enjoying this episode, don't forget to share it with your friends, family, fellow pioneers, anyone who might be interested in learning more about maximizing their Pi network mining rate.
And for those of you who prefer a more visual guide,
Yeah,
we'll be posting a step-by-step walkthrough on our Telegram channel.
nice.
Speaking of which, if you haven't joined our Telegram community yet,
Yeah,
we highly encourage you to do so.
it's a great community.
It's a fantastic place to connect with other pioneers, share your thoughts, ask questions, and get support from our team.
Absolutely. We've got an incredible community over there,
Yeah,
and we'd love for you to be a part of it.
definitely.
Now let's wrap up our exploration of Pi Network's on-chain lockups and dive into their potential impact on the future of Pi.
Okay.
Stay tuned for Part 3, Basic Family.
Welcome back, Basic Family. It's the final part of our deep dive into Pi Network's on-chain lockups.
Yeah.
We've covered how to move your pre-migration locked Pi, how to lock up your Pi on-chain for that mining boost,
Right.
and some strategic considerations for choosing your lockup duration. Now let's talk about something that I know is on a lot of your minds, the potential impact of these lockups on the value of Pi.
That's a great point to focus on.
Yeah.
You see, these on-chain lockups aren't just about boosting your mining rate in the short term.
Right.
They're also about contributing to the long-term health and stability of the Pi network,
Okay.
which can have implications for the value of Pi down the line.
So it's about more than just earning more Pi.
It's about potentially increasing the value of the Pi you already hold and the Pi you'll mine in the future.
Exactly.
Okay.
Think of it this way.
Right.
When pioneers lock up their Pi, they're essentially taking it out of circulation. It's like reducing the available supply of Pi in the market.
And we know from basic economics that when supply decreases and demand remains constant or increases, the price tends to go up.
Precisely.
Okay.
So if more and more pioneers lock up their Pi,
Yeah.
effectively reducing the circulating supply,
Right.
and the Pi network continues to grow with more users and more real-world applications for Pi, the demand for Pi could increase.
Okay.
This combination of reduced supply and increased demand could create upward pressure on the price.
That makes a lot of sense. It's like investing in the future of Pi.
Yeah.
By locking up your Pi, you're not just earning more Pi through the mining boost,
Right.
you're also potentially contributing to an increase in its value over time.
Now, it's important to remember that this is just one factor among many that can influence the price of any asset, including cryptocurrency.
Right.
The cryptocurrency market is complex and volatile.
Yeah.
And there are no guarantees.
Of course.
But understanding these dynamics can help you make more informed decisions about your Pi holdings.
Absolutely. Knowledge is power, right?
Immediately.
And the more we understand about the Pi network and its mechanisms, the better equipped we are to navigate this exciting new world of digital currency.
I couldn't agree more. Now, I want to leave you with this thought. The success of Pi Network depends on the collective efforts of the entire community. Each individual action, whether it's mining Pi, engaging in KYC verification, or participating in these on-chain lockups, contributes to the overall strength and stability of the network.
It's a reminder that we're all in this together.
Yeah.
We're building something special here, Basic Family, something that has the potential to revolutionize the way we think about and use money. And it's through our collective actions that will make this vision a reality.
Well said. Now, before we wrap up, I want to reiterate that if you need any help navigating these new on-chain lockups or have any questions about the Pi network in general, don't hesitate to reach out to us on our Telegram channel.
It's a great place to get help.
Our amazing community is always there to offer support and guidance.
And speaking of our incredible community, we're so close to hitting that 100,000 subscriber goal.
I know, it's so exciting.
We'd love for you to help us get there. So
Yes.
if you enjoyed this deep dive, please share it with your network.
Please do.
Give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel,
Uh-huh.
and join us on Telegram.
It's a great community.
Let's spread the word about Pi and build this incredible community together.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive, Basic Family.
Yeah.
Keep mining, keep believing, and keep spreading the word about Pi.
Definitely.
We're excited to see what the future holds for this groundbreaking project.
Until next time, stay curious, stay engaged, and keep on pieing.